Shalom, party people. Today is October 6th. As of 5:30 this morning, it was 54 degrees Fahrenheit, which was the time my run began. I ran just over 4 miles with 200 push-ups. 150 of them were feet elevated. Completed all of that in 45 minutes. A recap from yesterday. I did do my photo. I ended up weighing 194.4 pounds. Now that was weight towards the end of the day, and that was after fasting. I did fast all day yesterday from about sundown on the 4th, and I'm technically still fasting right now, but as soon as this recording is over, I'm gonna go break that fast. And let me tell you, hunger is the best seasoning. If you have not fasted before and you are medically able, I highly recommend that you give it an opportunity. If you do, there's some really good research out there how to get started, and I recommend start small, start slow, and build your way up. But it is a very rewarding experience, and it is not about weight loss. I have fasted for weight loss before, and it's not the same thing as fasting when he is involved, and it is so much better. I did complete my gallon. I read Isaiah 31 through 40. I continued reading In the Heart and the Fist by former Governor Eric Greitens. And then yesterday was the Day of Atonement. If you have not researched the Day of Atonement, you need to. It is a phenomenal holiday that is in the OT, and while there's a whole lot that people can get into one way or the other, I have found so much joy in the Old Testament feasts, and it's made the Bible come to life. It really has. It is well worth it. It's not a legalist thing. It's not something that it's a have to. It's not something that's a oh, you're no good if you don't. This is something that we have the opportunity to get to, and it's out there. Go research it and check it out. It's well worth it. Obviously, there's things that we can't do. It's full celebration of it, but there are things that we can, and it is a beautiful symbol of what Messiah has done for us, and what one day, he will stand before us and the Father, and he'll say, no, I paid the debt, and here's the receipt, and they're mine. And there's also the beautiful symbolism of when he was talking to his disciples and talking about the mountain splitting, and the sheep on one side and the goats on the other, and the sheep are who he bought and paid for, and the goats are the ones that will be cast out. It's a beautiful story, and wonderful holiday. Has so much more significance than anything else that we could possibly even think about celebrating. Tidbit, a little trivia, right about here, it's the Missouri State Capitol. My run included running past all 3 branches this morning, and it was quite a bit of fun. I am sometimes a politics nerd, although it doesn't have a place on this channel right now. I really enjoy just kind of going and running around, and also get involved locally. Your city mayor has way more power over your life than the president does. Your state administrators have way more power over you. The bureau of whoever you're dealing with in the moment, whenever you're trying to get the permission slip to go live life, they're the ones who have way more power over your life than anybody else. It's not that the federal stuff isn't important, because it's very important, but the stuff that has a day-to-day impact on you is your local stuff. Another fun tidbit is this building right about here is actually taller than the Capitol, but not in terms of elevation. It's taller from top to bottom. There's actually a city ordinance that keeps any building from being taller than that Missouri State Capitol building right there. And this building right here got around doing that by being on a lower elevation. I don't remember if it's like 13 or 25 feet taller, but it's tall enough. And it actually has a pretty good view up at the top. But my run today consisted of that 4 mile with the 200 feet elevated push-ups on 150 of those. Those feet elevations were at a pretty substantial angle, and it made from my full up recovery position to where my feet were at least 1.5 feet above my heart, which does change angles, changes the muscles that it works, and it's well worth it. What I didn't include on my yesterday's recap is yesterday I did 3 miles in 26 minutes, and I did 200 kettlebell swings. I also did stretching and walking, so that way I had my full circle. Beyond that, just a takeaway that has come from my reading in The Heart and the Fist has been this go round for sure. Actions speak much louder than words. Something that the author was pointing out is that he had some individuals that were pretty well working through on some pretty bad situations. There was the whole Rwandan genocide that the movie Hotel Rwanda goes into on a decent enough level. And he was out there doing some relief work for that, and he paid his own way to go, and that was really cool. But he was talking about some people that he was working with, and he had some people he was working with that had some motivations that were, from his perspective, definitely questionable, and from the reader's perspective, questionable too. But he pointed out that when he went back to his college, sacred debate halls, whatever, that they were always talking about how to help people, and they were always talking about how to make the world a better place. But these people who had questionable motives, these people who weren't people who weren't loving on people, were able to go and actually use their actions to speak much louder for words. But yeah, that's it. Guys, go do hard things.